Previously in episode 3, we travelled all the way from Punjab to Lucknow and Ayodhya, visiting the rare places that Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji blessed. In this episode, we continue our journey east, having rested late last night at Ayodhya. It's now 4 AM in the morning and we've got a long journey towards Prayagraaj.
It's 4:15. It's probably 4:30 now. This Garimi took ages to get ready.
No, I didn't.
Garimi is so slow, man.
Oh, it's 4:25.
Garimi does one thing at a time. You know, us here, we're like doing 5 things at once. We've got it all planned out chronologically.
हाँ ऊपर रख दी है ना ऐसे
Basically, Garimi was late, everything's late, and now we've come to the car and there's no space in the boot.
These things stressing.
Because they put a tank in the boot, bro.
It's 4:30 now. We're heading towards Prayagraj.
We was meant to leave at 4 o'clock,
4 a.m.
but Garimi Singh took his time to get ready, as usual. One task at a time. Now
I was actually ready out the door, same time as you.
It's because I slowed down.
कहाँ रहते हैं आप?
The time is 4:44, so he was meant to leave at 4 o'clock. Gurdwara Singh was late as usual.
I was not late, okay? These are
Bro,
lies.
he takes ages.
These are lies.
Do one thing at a time.
Was I late?
No, we're on time.
It's 4:44 in on time.
No, was because of something else.
हर अमृत भेने लोरना मन प्रेम रतना आराम लागे मन राम का सवर लाया कंचन सोविना.
Bhai Gurdaas Singh has decided to drive
Why?
because the driver feels sleepy. And Bhai Gurdaas Singh, to us, Malaysian version and Indian version are the same, man. There's no difference. So, yep. If we do not make it, it's because of Bhai Gurdaas Singh.
No, it's because Maharaj the hukam. That's right, Maharaj. On कैसे होता है?
No, you didn't try the car on. You should record this.
Yeah, it's manual. Oh, Satnam Shri Bhai. Okay, it's been ages since I drove.
Oh, no.
What, a car or in India?
Oh, manual. वहाँ में automatic चलता है ना? आराम आप फिक्र ना करो मैं ऐसे ही गाड़ी चलाता हूँ.
Bhai Gurdaas Singh is no longer driving. He lost in 10 minutes in the driver's seat. The driver was so tired, he's falling asleep the whole journey. As soon as he sat in the passenger seat, he was wide awake because he was scared. Because Gurdaas Singh was driving too fast.
Too fast, too furious.
No, I was just going 80,
Bro,
man.
he's going like 40, 60.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been 60, yeah.
मेरा मन तानु भीना जन नानक मुस्क को लिया सब जन्म दान जाना जन नानक मुस्क को लिया एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव.
This is also the Sthan, this is the place where Guru Gobind Ji came into the womb of Mata Gujri Ji, and it actually comes with Surya Prakash as well. I'll say to Karavir, it's been like 5 years since we did the Has Katha of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji at Park Avenue, Gurdwara. I remember then reading all this at the house that we're seeing now. I remember reading about it then, going through Novi Pashi's Jeevan. So it's kind of surreal. It's really cool to see it all kind of in person now. Guru Sahib Ji's Asthan where they took, before they took Prakash, when they came to Mata Ji's Garab, they said there was a Khan outside that took place here as well before that happened. So I'll let the Sevadar explain in more detail and see what they have to say. But yeah, see you guys soon.
So we're approaching Gurdwara, Pakki Sangat. Finally got here, and it's exciting to see this Asthan. So let's go inside, have darshan.
ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨਾਲ ਆਏ ਸੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ 9 ਦਿਨ ਤਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ
ਤਪਸਥਾਨ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ
ਜੀ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ 9 ਦਿਨ
ਅੱਛਾ
ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਇਤਿਹਾਸਿਕ ਖੂਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੰਗਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਨਹਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੰਗਾ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਸੀ
ਅੱਛਾ
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੜੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਗੰਗਾ ਦੇ ਕੰਢੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ ਸੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੰਗਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੰਗਾ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੰਗਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਨਹਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ
ਅੱਛਾ
ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੰਖ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਕਿਰਪਾਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੀੜਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਵੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜੋ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ 9 ਦਿਨ ਤਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੁਜਰੀ ਦੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੰਗਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਗਰਭ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ
ਮਾਤਾ ਗੁਜਰੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਮਾਤਾ ਗੁਜਰੀ ਦੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਮਤਲਬ
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ
ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਪਟਨਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿਖੇ
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ
ਜੀ
ਇੱਥੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਗਰਭਵਤੀ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ
ਜੀ ਜੀ
ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਿਹਦੀ ਹੈ
ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ
ਇੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਸੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ 25 ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਦੀ ਰਵਾਇਤ
ਜੀ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਸੇ ਸਥਾਨ ਤੇ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਲੜੀਵਾਰ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਸੀ ਸਹਿਜ ਪਾਠ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਸੀ ਪਰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਇਸੇ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਤੇ
ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ 5 ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ 5 ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੰਗਾ ਦੇ ਕੰਢੇ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਸਥਾਨ ਤੇ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਰ
ਤੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ
ਜੀ ਜੀ
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਰੂਪ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਅਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਸਰੂਪ ਉਹੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਠੀਕ
ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪੀੜੇ ਦੇ ਪਾਵੇ ਨੇ
ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਪਾਵਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਪੀੜਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ
ਉਹ ਪੀੜਾ ਟੁੱਟ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਵੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ਾ ਇੱਧਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਇਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ
ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਜੀ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ
ਅੱਛਾ
ਜੀ
It's very unique, it's different. Yeah, but I had the impression of Pavana when I came into Darbar Sahib, Singh Sangat, like similar to, was it Yahya Khan? Yahya Khan, sorry. Where Sangat would come in and freely do the seva for Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
They're putting flowers.
Flowers on Maharaj Ji. So yeah, it's very similar in the Pavana sense of things. But in terms of structural wise, I think it's very unique, very different. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj came in Mata Gujri Ji this place in 1666. And this is the place where Maharaj Ji did tap for 6 months, 9 days. And this is the place where Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was conceived. Right? Together with Maharaj Ji, Mata Gujri Ji, Mata Nanaki, who is Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj's mother, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji's Maharaj's wife, she was here as well. So in a Bird Avastha, just before the Khand Part, so the Khand Part happened here, Pachi Singh, and in that Khand Part, the party was Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji, Bhai Gurditta Ji, and Bhai Gurbakh Singh, who was the son of this place. And there was another person as well. So they did a Khand Part rolls over here. And before that, Maharaj Ji told them, like, tusi jaake Ganga de kande jaake ishnan karo, hai na? And Mata Nanaki Ji then did benti ke Maharaj, I'm so old, meri bird avastha ya, I can't go and do ishnan in the Ganga. Te Maharaj ne ki kita, Maharaj ne ਇੱਥੇ Ganga pragat kita. Maharaj Ji had Ganga pragat over here, and this is where Mata Nanaki Ji had ishnan.
And what was the Akhand Part for?
So the Khand Part was for the Agaman of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, right? So Maharaj was conceived, and Maharaj gave updesh to everyone as well. Whoever had any ichha, sit down and listen to the Khand Part, todi ichha bhi puri ho jani. And the same way is also Shukrana to Akal Purkh for the coming of Guru Gobind Singh Ji
You
Maharaj.
could say this is where Guru Gobind Singh Ji entered this like world.
Hanji.
Happened here.
Yeah, it happened here. Conceiving happened over here.
And then Patna Sahib by car from here is about what?
4-5 hours, you were saying?
Probably about, no, that's from Varanasi. From here it's probably like about 10 hours.
10 hours.
So then they went towards there, that's where Maharaji's Prayagraaj happened. So it's really cool, man. Guru Kirpa so far, you know, there's not been many obstacles so far, right? So, you know, I'd say definitely try it. there's nothing wrong with going to Punjab, of course. A lot of Itihasik sthans are in Punjab, but come to these ones, it's just a different atmosphere, different mahal. The Sangat here are different as well. I'm very appreciative of Sikhi, because you're saying a lot now, especially in Punjab, like, there's a lot of people are leaving Punjab and they're going out. Or those are there, a lot of them in our Munne. But they're saying in Lucknow, remember, Babaji was saying as well that everyone there is Kesatari.
Kesatari, yeah, you don't see any Munna there.
Exactly, so it's a different vibe, and everyone says Fateh to you as well when you come here. In Punjab, I don't really get many Fatehs now, so.
Probably you get stares from people. Everyone like,
That's the main question. Tourists, you still get that here.
But here it's more of like a curiosity, like in love.
It's more genuine.
Where are you from?
There it's like they can then ask you a question to get money out of you.
I want to track you down.
Okay, so definitely try and visit this place if you can.
It's a must, Maharaj Kripa. I think it's a good, especially when we read Atiyas and we try to, you want to picture that thing in your mind, like how would that place be, etc. And when you come here and you see the Atiyas, you look at the stuff that's over here, I think you get the picture, like, it just plays in your mind.
And you don't just see it, you feel it as well. You feel it, so that's definitely a part of it as well.
We're going to have our breakfast now, so we'll see you guys soon.
First meal of the day, I think it's pizza and chips. I think it is.
And some coke. वहाँ पर. Yeah. पता ही. सब्जी बनी है या और कुछ भी है? दाल भी है. ठीक है जी.
It's water from the well.
Spicy.
Spicy ne, sabji ne.
Yeah.
We are on our way to the Trebeni Sangam. It's where three rivers meet. So you got Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati, and these three rivers meet. So again, it's mentioned in it, the house. Again, Guru Sahib Ji came to this area, so we want to check it out. But we're really tight because right now it's 11 o'clock and it's still saying it's going to take 20 minutes to get to where we want to go, this tourist attraction. We just want to record, get some drone footage, and then to get back to the station from there, it's another 25 minutes. So we're basically going to get to the train station at like 11:50, 12 o'clock, and our train's at 10 past 12, so it's going to be really tight. And I'm starting to think maybe we should just turn around and go straight to the station, because it said 20 minutes till Trebeni Sangam 5 minutes ago, and now it's saying 20 minutes. So the times are going down. I think my man, he's not taking the right roads, he's using his own math rather than Google's math. So I don't know.
So this is very important now. Guru ki mat to le. Guru Sahib knows everything, so we should follow what Guru Sahib says and not chala apni mat. Because when we chala apni mat, that's where we get stuck with stuff. No, like we got stuck. Right?
As mentioned earlier, the reason for visiting the Trebeni Sangam is deeply spiritual. History tells us this is where Sri Guru Gobind Ji came into the womb of Mata Gujri Ji. It's one of India's most famous and sacred sites, where three rivers meet, and we couldn't miss the opportunity to experience it for ourselves.
We were meant to go to where the three rivers meet, that specific point, but it's further down, probably like another 20-minute drive. And the driver just made an executive decision to stop here.
Without telling us
at this mandir, it was nice. We got to see the Yamuna River, and we just quickly chucked the drone up in the air, went down the river, got some footage, and then turned around. And the crazy thing is, I was going to push it further, but then I was like, nah, let's not risk it. And then as soon as I started coming back, the battery was like, you've got 10 seconds. And then it started making its way back. So
what would happen if the battery died?
It would just fall in the river.
Oh, and you would have donated to Yamuna.
I think we made a good team, right? Because while we were trying to do that, there was like some workers around there, and Pai Palvinder Singh was like trying to distract them, and he's speaking to them, making friends. He's very good at speaking to people. Pai
Palvinder Singh likes talking.
He's very good.
I like talking. I had to make sure that he doesn't pay attention to what.
And by the time we were leaving, he was so happy to have met us, just because of Pai Sahib here. So it was good.
And had a great conversation about politicians, right?
Yeah. all I had was sab chor hai.
आप गए पंजाब?
चोर है वो केजरीवाल का भी सारे पर काम
सब पॉलिटिशियन चोर होता है
सही बात है, चोर होता है, सही बात है।
कोई पॉलिटिशियन चोर नहीं
लेकिन
Now we're on the way to the railway station, so we should get there in comfortable time. Finally, the train's come. We made it to Varanasi.
Yeah, wow.
Did you get rest on the train?
Little bit. I had some food first because I was hungry, and then by the time I closed my eyes, and then it was half an hour done.
Yeah.
We've come to his Gurdwara Sahib, Guru Baag, which is a sthan for Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. I thought it was for Bhai Gurdaas Ji as well, because I read it online, but that Gurdwara is actually down the road. From Guru Tegh Bahadur's sthan, it's a bit further. It's called Chetan Gurdwara. Hanji, the Giani Singh was saying that Bhai Gurdaas Ji went there, but also the Panj Guru Sikhs from Guru Gobind Ji's time. And they went there as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to check that out afterwards, after Nichi Baag. So Hanji Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji came here and with Bhai Mardana Ji, Bhai Bala Ji on their travels, and it was at this sthan that there was a beautiful garden here. And Guru Sahib Ji did kirtan. I'm only going to tell you in some because it's a long itihas. And Guru Sahib Ji sang a shabad, and the Pandit came to Guru Sahib Ji, and the Pandit started asking Guru Sahib Ji questions like, where is your salgadam, where is your patthar, where is your rosaries, where are these nishaniya that you're doing bhakti? And that's where Guru Sahib Ji spoke about that, you know, in that respect, Naam is the highest form of bhakti. They were the shabad at the time.
साल ग्राम बेप पूज मनाव हो सुकृत तुलसी माला राम नाम जप बेरा बंदाव हो दाया कर हो दयाला काहे करला संचा हो जन्म गवाव हो काची दहाग दीवाल काहे गच लवा हो. This is in English, though.
Yeah, so please get the mistakes made, but it's just in English. So Guru Sahib Ji the shabad, and they did the arth of the shabad, and the Pandit was so pleased, and he went back and told his whole family, and the news spread. Another Pandit came to see Guru Sahib Ji, who is jealous of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, and he came to question Guru Nanak Dev Ji. When he came and he saw the pratap, he saw the radiance of Guru Sahib Ji, you know, all that ego was washed away, but there's still a little bit of ego left, and he started to question Guru Sahib Ji as well. And then Guru Sahib Ji charted another shabad, the Parapustaka Sandhya that comes in Sulok Sanskriti.
Yes, well, yeah, and Asadivar as well.
There you go. So then Guru Sahib Ji charted that shabad, and the Pandit had so much hankar. Before even recite the shabad, actually, Guru Sahib Ji said that because this Pandit came with all these questions, right? Because a lot of times we look at the house, the Pandits are very learned. They had so much gyan, but that was filled with also, that was coupled with hankar, of ego and pride.
He got knowing a lot of things, right?
Yeah, and he tried to question Guru Sahib Ji. And Guru Sahib Ji said that I won't answer your questions. Just like how Guru Harkishan Sahib Ji got somebody who was mute, he couldn't speak. What was his name again? Shaju. To answer the questions about the Bhagavad Gita. In this case, what happened was that Guru Sahib said, find a dog, right? And the dog will answer your questions. And he said, how is the dog going to answer my questions? And Guru Sahib says, you know, I'll go and ask. And what happened was that the dog spoke to them, and they told them about their Pishle Janam, their previous life, and about they had so much hankar at that time. and there was a Kamai wala sadhu, you can say, somebody with a lot of spiritual earnings, and this Pandit in his previous life was again doing a very similar thing, filled with hankar, and the sadhu said to them, okay, why are you barking like a dog, right? And because of that, he came back as a dog. And again and again, he'd come back as a dog. And he said, when will I come out of this Janam? And they say when Bhai Gurdaas Ji comes in the age of Kal Yug in the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, then they will give you liberation. And that is now where Guru Nanak Dev Ji came. And they broke the ahankar of that Pandit as well. That was questioning Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and the Sakhi of the dog as well. Is there anything else I missed out?
Yeah, no, that's it. If I'm not mistaken, the dog was actually the Pandit's grandfather.
Oh wow!
Yes.
There you go. So is a lot of it the horse here. A lot to read as well. But this wasn't the main reason we came to Varanasi. We came for Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's time, but it was on the way, so we thought we'd stop off, come and have darshan.
Itihas Gurdwara, why not?
Of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj as well. So it's nice to see how Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj traveled to all these places, and afterwards in their different forms they came back again to see the Sangat and see what's going on, right? So yeah, it was a beautiful Sakhi, again that thing of breaking hankar. Now we gotta go to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Sthan, have darshan over all the nishaniya, and then try and go to the next Sthan as well. I forgot the name, and then we gotta get a taxi to Patna Sahib and sort out the hash as well.
Maharaj Kirpa Karan, hopefully it's fine.
We'll sort it out. Chalo, chaliye ji.
Let's go. I'm covering myself up because it's too dusty. I don't want to get sick. I'm also cutting my fingernails.
Multitasking.
Yeah, multitasking. No time is wasted.
This is dangerous multitasking.
Aajkal de pracharak, there's no time.
Yeah, man.
See everything on the go.
Yeah. We probably don't have time later as well, huh? Because we're going to be busy.
So when we left the taxi driver, he's parked downstairs in the car park. There's a government funeral taking place. Someone quite up there. So he's parked at the end of the car park and he's gone to sleep. And I've come in, told him let's go. He's woken up, he looked around himself and he's blocked in. So it's like 50 motorcycles, like 10 taxis blocked him in. So we've now had to get an auto to take to the next Sthan, and he's got to wait for it to empty. So until the program finishes, he ain't going nowhere.
But to be honest, it is quite narrow roads. It might have taken longer in the car.
Maybe, yeah. So we're just getting an auto, and foreign tax has been applied as usual, which is basically...
He said 150, but it's about a 20-minute.
Bloody hell.
Gurdwara always defend somebody else. Oh my gosh. It's already broken.
That's made in India. That's made in India.
And it's worse because half his nails are cut off his nails.
No, I don't like this, man.
Why is that one of those weird Indians? How's that the big pinky finger?
How much was it?
35 rupees.
Oh.
Lottamar. We are at Ganga, very nearby Ganga Banaras here. This is where majority of the Hindus would complete their loved ones' final rites by burning them and taking their ashes to Ganga. It is said that whoever throws their ashes into Ganga, their pap are all eliminated. Right? So that's the reason why it's a very popular destination for the Hindus here. Sikhi says, now I'm going to wash all your pap away. Nothing of such sort that, you know, going into Ganga and going to remove your filth. No, it's Naam. Fridda Amal je kitti duni vich dar gaya ave kam. Now we're heading to Nichi Baag, Gurdwara. This is where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj and Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj came here as well. They are nishaniyas of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Hopefully we are able to have darshan of them. Maharaj Kirpa. Now we are just trying to look for where the Gurdwara is. Where's the Gurdwara? That's the...
मथुरा वृंदावन होते हुए महाराज प्रयागराज आए। उत्थे महाराज कुछ दिन ठहरे। ये भाई कल्याण दास जी का मकान सी। कल्याण दास जी का उम्र 100 साल तो ज़्यादा हो चुकी सी, चल फिर नहीं सकता सी। हाथ जोड़ करके बेनती किया, महाराज मैं शरीर करके आप जी दा कोल पहुँच नहीं सकता, आप जी काशी नगरी से दर्शन दो। अंतरजामी महाराज उन्होंने अनुभव होया कि काशी नगरी से कोई वृद्ध आत्मा कुटिया हमें आत कर रही है। उत्थों चल के महाराज मिर्ज़ापुर, चुनार, भूली, पतिता, अरोरा होते हुए महाराज भाई कल्याण दास जी का घर से आए काशी। इतने महाराज 7 महीना 13 दिन तपस्या किया बैठ कर के बंदगी। दूसरे दिन ग्रहण लग गया, लाखों लोग स्नान करने वास्ते गंगा जान लग गया। भाई कल्याण दास जी कहे, महाराज आज ग्रहण दा दिन है, जो कि ये सनातन धर्म के अनुसार नहाना बहुत जरूरी है ग्रहण से। गुरु साहब ने आख्या, भाई कल्याण दास जी तेरा नहाने का यही विचार है, गंगा माई नू बेनती करो इत्थे आकर के स्नान करा दे। भाई कल्याण दास जी हैरान हो गए, महाराज गंगा आधा मील दूर है, किस तरह आ सकती। इत्थे एक सील पत्थर रखा होया सी, क्या उन्होंने चुको, जिस तरह चुकिया गंगा प्रगट हो गई, जल जल भर गया। गुरु साहब स्नान किते, भाई कल्याण दास जी स्नान किते, इस मोहल्ले का कुछ आदमी स्नान किते। फिर इन्हों वरदान दिता, जब तक संसार रहेगा तब तक जुगो जुग अटल रहेगा, ये अमृत कुंड है। इस जल दे नाल यदि घर से कोई बार बीमार हो जाते हैं, काल कलेश हो जाते हैं, उन्होंने छकन दे नाल वो ठीक हो जाते हैं। भाई कल्याण दास का ये कच्ची मिट्टी का मकान सी, क्या महाराज रुड़ जान के मैं कित्थे रवांगा। फिर कहा, भाई कल्याण दास जी गंगा माई नू बेनती करो इत्थे जा कर के हौली हौली अस्थिर हो जाओ, नीचे जा कर के हौली हौली अस्थिर हो गया। फिर जब असम दा यात्रा करन लग्या, साध संगत जी बेनती किया, महाराज आप जी दा बिना मैं किस तरह रह सकता हाँ। रोज़ सत्संग सुनता सी और कुछ निशानी दे करके जाओ, तो अपना चोला साहब ला करके ये ने बरंडे च जोरा साहब है। फिर गुरु गोबिंद सिंह महाराज अपने माता जी मामा जी दे नाल काशी नगरी च आए। भाई कल्याण दास जी के घर च इतने 7 साल उम्र का जरा है कि जोरा साहब है। गुरु गोबिंद सिंह महाराज बाल अवस्था में आया सी, जब अनंतपुर साहब जा रहे थे उस समय। फिर महाराजा रणजीत सिंह पंजाब तो इत्थे आए, 42 मन सोना जरा विश्वनाथ मंदिर च दिता, दान किता, जरा चढ़ाया। और डेड बॉडी जलाने वास्ते जरा है सिख संगत और हिंदू समाज भी उत्थे जलाते ने, जरा कि मनकनका घाट कहते ने, उन्होंने मोहरा बिछा करके खरीद करके दिता गया है। इत्थे दा इतिहास यो है, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। जब असम दा यात्रा कर लग्या तो दा साध संगत जी बेनती किया, महाराज कुछ निशानी दे करके जाओ। अपना चोला साहब ला करके गए ने कि जदों साडा याद करोगे दर्शन करोगे असी दर्शन होगा। इस करके ये चोला साहब दे करके गया है। बरंडे से जोरा साहब है, वो भी जा करके आप जी दर्शन कर सकते हो। बाहर से आज दर्शन करिए। ये बौली साहब है।
अच्छा जी, बौली साहब।
मैंने दसा कि गंगा प्रगट किया सी।
अच्छा, गंगा प्रगट किया सी।
ये एक सील पत्थर रखा हुआ सी ना।
अच्छा जी।
भाई कल्याण दास जी ने क्या चुको, जिस तरह चुकिया गंगा प्रगट हो गई, जल जल भर गया।
वाह, ये क्या है?
ये पुराना शस्त्र है।
किसका है
ये? ਇਹਦਾ कोई पता नहीं है।
यहाँ
मिली ऐसे जगह खुदाई की तस्वीर। ये गुरु गोविंद सिंह महाराज बाल अवस्था था जरा जोरा है, 7 साल उम्र से जरा अपना माता जी मामा जी दे नाल जब अनंतपुर साहब जा रही है उस समय आया सी।
Can you explain what this is? And I saw that you got quite emotional as well.
This is Guru Tegh Bahadurji Ji Maharaj Jodi, and the small one is Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Jodi as well. So when Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was living, they were living from Patna to Anandpur Sahib. This is where they came, and they gave their Jodi over here.
And I saw you got very emotional. Can you explain what were you thinking at that time? What made you feel quite emotional?
I think it's Guru Sahib's Jodi. Yeah, I can't explain. I think it's just full of love here. Reading the Sakya, like how Gurdwara was so much of it out for Guru Sahib. When it had Guru Sahib here, हमारे इतने भी ठहरे सी for 7 months.
And you know, for the Sangha that are watching this, what is the message you'd like to give to them in terms of Guru Sahib's charan? If you were to say, because for those people that may not understand why the Guru's feet, what would you say in that respect?
I think all bakshish is in the Guru's feet. As a Sikh, I think that's where we want to be. Guru de charan vich se rehna. Har time pe whenever we go to Ardas, we say Mara charna de niwas baksho. And that's why a Guru Sikh would do an Ardas and say, Maharaj, please keep me within your feet, at your feet, so that this is a nishani of nimarta and also love as well. And you want to be in the charan.
Kirpa.
सब कुछ है तो मिलता है. You get everything from the Guru's charan.
Vaheguru.
चरण शरण गुर एक पैना जाए जंग एक पैना जाए.
We're on our way to Bhai Gurdaas Ji's Sthan. It is proper crazy going through this gulliya. I thought the gulliya of Amritsar Sahib were crazy, but this is absolutely crazy. Feels a little hostile as well, to be honest, but we're nearly at the Sthan.
एक बार सतगुर मंत्र सिमरन मातर मंत्र सिमरन मातर सिमरन लाहे बार बार गुरु एक है.
ਸਤਸੰਗ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਦਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੋ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦਾ, ਦੂਜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਿਰਮਿਆ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਦਾ। ਅਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਸੁਣੋ। ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਖਾਸ ਅਤੇ ਆਦਰਯੋਗ ਸਥਾਨ ਹੈ। ਕੁੱਲ 42 ਵਾਰਾਂ ਹਨ। ਹਰ ਵਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰੀਬ 20-25 ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਹਨ। ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਮਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਕਾਫੀ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ ਤੋੜਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕੌਤਕ ਰਚਿਆ, ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਂਗ ਰਚਾਇਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਲਾਨ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉੱਚੇ ਨਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਘੋੜੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੋਊਗਾ। ਜਦ ਇਹ ਖਬਰ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਈ ਅਤੇ ਬੜੇ ਮੱਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਬੜੇ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਸਿਵਾਏ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਿਤਾ। ਫਿਰ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਘੋੜੇ ਖਰੀਦਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ। ਦਰਬਾਰ ਵੀ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਕੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਰੀਬ 5000 ਸੋਨੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਮੋਹਰਾਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਘੋੜੇ ਖਰੀਦਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਹੈਲਪ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਸੈਨਿਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ। ਫਿਰ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਕੇ ਕਾਬਲ ਗਏ। ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਘੋੜੇ ਦੀ ਖਰੀਦਦਾਰੀ ਕਾਬਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ। ਕਾਬਲ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਸੌਦਾਗਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਘੋੜੇ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰ ਲਏ। ਜਦ ਘੋੜੇ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਅਤੇ ਜਦ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਇਆ, ਅਤੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੰਬੂ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਠਹਿਰੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ, ਤੰਬੂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਏ, ਸੰਦੂਕੀਆਂ ਖੋਲ੍ਹੀਆਂ ਅਤੇ ਵੇਖ ਕੇ ਕੰਬ ਗਏ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਪੋਟਲੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜਿਸ ਸੰਦੂਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੋਹਰਾਂ ਪਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਸਨ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਠੀਕਰੀਆਂ ਬਣ ਗਈਆਂ, ਕੰਕੜ ਪੱਥਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਦਲ ਗਏ। ਹੁਣ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਜਦ ਸਮਝ ਨਾ ਆਈ, ਅਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਤੰਬੂ ਫਾੜ ਕੇ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ ਨੱਸ ਗਏ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਤੁਰਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਨਾਰਸਾ ਪੁੱਜੇ। ਇਹ ਵਹੀ ਸਥਾਨ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ 2 ਸਾਲ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਛਿਪੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ। 2 ਸਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਦਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਸੁਣ ਲਓ। ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਰੀਬ 700 ਸਿੱਖ ਪਗਧਾਰੀ ਬਣਾਇਆ, ਅਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਰਚਨਾਵਾਂ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ। ਜਦ ਇੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਕਾਸੀ ਨਰੇਸ਼ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਵਿਦਵਤਾ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਉੱਠ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਵਿਦਵਤਾ बढ़ा ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਅਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਕਾਸੀ ਨਰੇਸ਼ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਭਾਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੀਗਾ ਰਾਜਾ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਜਦ ਰਚਨਾ ਰਚ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਹੁਣ ਸੁਣੋ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ। ਜਦ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਤੰਬੂ ਦੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਾ ਨਿਕਲੇ, ਅਤੇ ਸੈਨਿਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਸੌਦਾਗਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਬੜਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਣ ਵੱਲ ਇੰਨੀ ਦੇਰੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਅੰਦਰ ਵੜ ਕੇ ਵੇਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਅੰਦਰ ਵੜ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੰਬੂ ਫਾਟਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, ਸੰਦੂਕੀਆਂ ਖੁੱਲੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਸਨ, ਹੋਰ ਮੋਹਰਾਂ ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਪਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਸਨ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਮੋਹਰਾਂ ਦਿਸੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੌਦਾਗਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੇਮੈਂਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਲਤਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸੈਨਿਕ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਭਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਲੱਭਣ ਕਿੱਥੇ, ਉਹ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ। ਫਿਰ ਸੈਨਿਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਘੋੜੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਹਾਲ ਸੁਣਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਜਾਣੀ ਜਾਣ ਸੀਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਾਸੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਛਿਪੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਭਾਈ ਜੇਠੇ ਹੱਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇ ਰਾਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਲਿਖਾਈ। ਚਿੱਠੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖਾਈ, ਹੁਣ ਗੱਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੜੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਚਿੱਠੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖਾਈ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਚੋਰ, ਦੇਖੋ ਇੰਨੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਲਿਖਾਰੀ ਨੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਆਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਚੋਰ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਆਪ ਪਾਸ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਸਕਾਂ ਬੰਨ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਹੱਥਕੜੀ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰੋ। ਜਦ ਰਾਜੇ ਨੇ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਤੇ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਬੜਾ ਹੈਰਾਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਚੋਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਮਹਾਨ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ, ਉਹ ਚੋਰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਚੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਭੁਲੇਖਾ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਮਝਾਵਾਂਗਾ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਰਾਜਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਵਰਗੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਹਾਲ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਸਮਝ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਵੱਡੇ ਵਿਦਵਾਨ ਸੀਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ਼ਾਰੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਿਤਾ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਤੂੰ ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ ਕਰ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੁਸਕਾਂ ਬੰਨ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਲੈ ਚੱਲ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਚਲਾਂਗਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲ ਸਕਾਂਗਾ। ਤੇ ਰਾਜਾ ਨੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਮੰਨਣਾ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਸਕਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਨ੍ਹ ਸਕਦਾ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮੰਨੇ ਨਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੁਸਕਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਨੇਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲ ਸਕਦਾ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਰਾਜਾ ਬੇਬਸ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਸਕਾਂ ਬੰਨ੍ਹਿਆ। 700 ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਏ ਸੀਗੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਪੈਦਲ ਤੁਰ ਕੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗਏ। ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਆਮਣਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਿਸਮਾਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਕਾਫੀ ਆਨੰਦਿਤ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੁਝ ਅਰਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਈਨ ਸੁਣਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਂਗ ਵਰਤਦਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਕਿਆ ਕਰੇ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ। ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਦ ਮਾਈ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਦੇਗੀ, ਜ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਦੇਗੀ ਤੇ ਬੱਚਾ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੌਤਕ ਕਰੇਗਾ, ਸਵਾਂਗ ਕਰੂਗਾ, ਲੀਲਾ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੀ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਔਕਾਤ ਉਹ ਸਮਝ ਸਕੂਗਾ। ਤੇ ਆਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਉੱਠੇ ਨੇ, ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਵੱਲ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਗਲ ਤੋਂ ਗਲ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਹਾਲ ਸੁਣਾ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਘਮੰਡ ਤੋੜਿਆ। ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸੀ। ਦੂਜਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਪ੍ਰਦੇਸ਼ ਪੌਂਟਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਦਸਮੇਤ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ 5 ਨਿਰਮਲਿਆ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਪੜ੍ਹਨ ਲਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਖਖਾਏ ਵਸਤਰ ਪਹਿਨਾ ਕੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸੀ, ਜੋਗੀਆ ਵਸਤਰ ਪਹਿਨਾ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸੀ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਕਰਮ ਸਿੰਘ, ਗੰਡਾ ਸਿੰਘ, ਰਾਮ ਸਿੰਘ, ਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ, ਸ੍ਰੇਣਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੀ। ਕਰਮ ਸਿੰਘ, ਗੰਡਾ ਸਿੰਘ, ਰਾਮ ਸਿੰਘ, ਵੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ, ਸ੍ਰੇਣਾ ਸਿੰਘ, ਇਹ 5 ਸੰਤ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਰੀਬ 9 ਸਾਲ ਠਹਿਰੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੀ। 9 ਸਾਲ ਤੇ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ। ਹੁਣ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੋਂ ਅਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਦਿਆਲੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤ ਵਿਦਿਆਲੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਐਡਡ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਬਜੈਕਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕਰੀਬ 150-200 ਬੱਚੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਦਾ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਇਹ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਤਸਵੀਰ ਹੈਗੀ, ਉਹ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ 'ਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਸ਼੍ਰੀਮਾਨ 108 ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ, ਸੰਮਤ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ, ਮੱਗਰ ਸੁਦੀ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ, ਕਾशी ਚੇਤਨਮਠ ਪਹੁੰਚਾ ਚੇਤਨਮਠ। ਦੇਖੋ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਪਰਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਫੋਟੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਸੈਨਿਕ ਵਿਧੀ ਚੰਦ, ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਵਿਧੀ ਚੰਦ, ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਵਿਧੀ ਚੰਦ।
ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਲਾਈਟ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜੀ ਬਿਲकुल। देखो लिखा है विधि चंद।
हाँ विधि चंद, हाँ
ये देख पढ़ले पासों तो क्यों आराम ना लिखो, फोटो नहीं,
हाँ हाँ हाँ
पेपर लाई हुई है, पेपर। ये शीशे होते अक्सर की कलाकारी सोने चांदी जैसे है जिन्होंने बनी हुई है तस्वीर, बहुत पुरातन है। देखो ये पढ़ले पासों खोले हुए देखो, तो जिसे गए देखो कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं।
हाँ जी हाँ जी।
एक कलर हैगा, दाड़ा तो मैं बनाई है, दाड़ा
अच्छा अच्छा
मिट गया होना सारा कुछ।
हाँ
देखो मिट गया होना, ये किस तरह चल रहा है बस उस टाइम की ये बीट हैगी।
अच्छा जी
257 साल हो गया इन्होंने।
257।
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी।
straight. I don't know. I think daytime would be better because you know where you're going, etc. Now it's late night and we just have to be careful. Thank God it's not too dark yet. Maharaj Kripa.
I said don't come with, if you come, don't come with young kids.
No.
And not to sound, in case anyone gets offended, maybe don't bring Bibbi as well. Just come with Singhs, because there's a lot of guys, some of the gully we went down, people just, the way they look at you, it doesn't look very positive.
No.
Unless there's loads of Sangat and loads of Singhs. I wouldn't say it's the most welcoming, and we didn't record it, but even at Nichi, Gurdwara, they were telling us about some of the experiences during 84, and even now how it's quite bad in it, and I'm racist in that respect.
अच्छा हमें सोचा है ऐसे मेला लग गया अच्छा
His bag got caught, but the windows about to take him out.
Well, just say sorry, गलती होगी यार. What can I do?
I wonder how we're going to get out. Second time, stuck in the Gurdwara park, now some random one as well.
Yeah, we're tired. I think it's because of a lot of walking was involved.
We started at 4 o'clock in the morning. It is now 6 o'clock. It is nearly 7.
7, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we left Ayodhya by taxi, went to Prayagraaj, Allahabaad, had darshan at Guru Saji's Asthan Pakki Sangat, where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji stayed there for 6 months and 9 days in Tapasya, where they stayed there with their Mata Ji and also their wife, Mata Gujri Ji and Mata Ji. We saw the coup at which Mata Ji did a Shnan. Then we went to the Trebeni Sangam, which wasn't actually Trebeni Sangam, it was close. It was Yamuna going towards Trebeni. Then we caught a train to here, Varanasi. It was alright, but then the traffic just hit hard. Went to Guru Ka Baag, the first Asthan of Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj. Then we went to Nichi Baag. A lot of nishani of Guru Sahib Ji there, which you'll see. Very emotional for Bhai Palvinder Singh Ji as well. Now we've just come to, it's called Chetan. So we came to Asthan. So Bhai Gurdaas Ji said this, right? Ke Jai Guru Sang Vartada, Sikh Siddhik na har. That if the Guru tests the Sikh, if the Guru puts a sham in front of the Sikh, Sikh Siddhik na har, the Sikh should never give up their faith. And when Baba Buddha Sahib Ji heard this, so this is during the times of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, Bhai Gurdaas Ji is a nephew of Guru Amar Das Ji. Bhai Gurdaas Ji is the Mama Ji of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Bhai Gurdaas Ji is written Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji in the presence of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, darshan the Bhagats. And this is the time of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. So Bhai Gurdaas Ji is like Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, like Dada Ji. They're on that level, right? In terms of that relationship. And Bhai Gurdaas Ji says this outside. They're doing vichar after the Divan. And Guru Baba Buddha Sahib Ji hears this Shabad and they say to Bhai Gurdaas Ji that this is not in line with Gurmat. Right? And Baba Buddha Sahib Ji says that when there's a storm, they say that you may have 2 trees, but one of the trees, the leaves may shake, but the other tree may be affected differently and they might be uprooted. And Bhai Gurdaas Ji doesn't agree with this vichar.
What does that mean?
In terms of that, if a storm comes, the effect it has on different individuals, different trees can be different. One tree just might shake, another tree might be uprooted. Like
Basically, some different individuals may react differently to different situations.
And their tests start put in front of them, right? So, Bhai Gurdaas Ji says no, a Sikh should be like a Parbat. They should be like a mountain, and they should be asthir. They should be immovable, right? And Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji is here in this whole conversation, and Guru Sahib Ji realizes that Bhai Gurdaas Ji still has this Suksham Hankar, this very subtle, you could say ego. And then Guru Sahib Ji sends Bhai Gurdaas Ji to Kabul to go and buy some horses. And they say to Bhai Gurdaas Ji, okay, when you're going to go, you're first going to say to them that I want to see the horses. Guru Sahib Ji wants to see the horses, then we'll pay you. So Bhai Gurdaas Ji goes there, they're happy with the horses. The ones that are buying the horses, Karnavir will love this, they're Shardalus of Guru Sahib Ji. So they send the horses to Guru Sahib Ji in Amritsar Sahib. Guru Sahib Ji is happy and they say to Bhai Gurdaas Ji, the messenger says that you can give the money. And what's interesting is that two Guru Sikhs actually travelled with Bhai Gurdaas Ji. One was Bhai Duni Chand Ji and one was Bhai Gurditta Ji. Right? Just not anyone that we've had at the house, these are different individuals. Because Bhai Gurdaas Ji ucharda Shabad Jai Guru Sang Vartada Sikh Siddhik Nahare, that Sikh shouldn't fail. But on the way to Kabul, I think it was Bhai Duni Chand Ji, he'd heard that his son had passed away. And even then he said, I'm doing Guru Sahib Ji Seva, I'll go afterwards to attend to this. Right? So Bhai Gurdaas Ji's seen this and he's seen their Sikhi Siddhik. Then what happens, also, it might come later on, but as in the other Guru Sikh that was with them, his wife falls ill and she passes away and someone kills their son as well. Right? So a lot of stuff happens. I can't remember, I might be mixing it, but these things were happening to the other Guru Sikhs with Bhai Gurdaas Ji, and their Sikhi Siddhik was so strong. Then Bhai Gurdaas Ji, when they're told they can pay, they look inside the sack, and like they were saying at the Asthan, that there were pot sheds, tikara that were inside the sack, and there wasn't money. And Bhai Gurdaas Ji panicked at that time, so they made a hole in the tent, and they were in the tent at that time, a tambu, and they did a runner basically, because Bhai Gurdaas Ji, as written, is that they thought to themselves that, look, they've got a very high, place in the Guru's home, right? And if they can make such a mistake, right, like it's almost their besti that's going to happen. So Bhai Gurdaas Ji panicked, and Bhai Gurdaas Ji basically did a runner, and they say they went over 1,000 kilometers away from Ganchi to here, to Varanasi, right? So far away Bhai Gurdaas Ji came, and they came at that time, and there was this, you could say they had this like, and I feel like I remember doing a talk about this, that they had this like this shame inside them, or they'd made such a big mistake, right? And that they couldn't go back to Guru Sahib Ji at that time, and they were here, but they were still doing prachar. And I feel like sometimes how we can relate to this, and the way I understand the Sakhi myself, is that it's not just, it's for us to learn something from, because Bhai Gurdaas Ji was and is a Gurmukh, right? And I feel like sometimes these Sakhi to teach us that if someone like Bhai Gurdaas Ji could make such a mistake, then in our lives it's more obvious it can happen, right? If someone like Bhai Gurdaas Ji had written Guru Granth Sahib Ji, so it's to teach us that sometimes we do make mistakes, we don't want to, but it can happen. But Bhai Gurdaas Ji didn't leave his seva, because when Bhai Gurdaas Ji went there, the Raja at the time, again from Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's time, like we've been to their Asthan, had a lot of Sharda for Sikhi, for Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Bhai Gurdaas Ji came here and did prachar, and even the Pandits came and they would try to do like charcha with Bhai Gurdaas Ji and question Bhai Gurdaas Ji. And there was actually a Granth written as well. It's written in a Gurbani Arth Pandar, where they would ask Bhai Gurdaas Ji questions like, what is the Mahanata of like Guru Mantar? And these things within Sikh in today's world that people are questioning, and even those who may be Sikh Pracharaks are saying that you don't have to say Vaheguru, you can say any name of God, right? And these questions were asked to Bhai Gurdaas Ji, and Bhai Gurdaas Ji, I forgot the name of the Granth, maybe put on the screen, they actually answer all these questions, and there's actually a Granth or Pothi that's written on this as well. So Bhai Gurdaas Ji, they did seva for such a long time, and they 700 Sangat joined with Bhai Gurdaas Ji into the path of Sikhi. Before the letter, Bhai Gurdaas Ji, even though they were there doing seva, they still had this virag inside them, because they wanted Guru Sahib Ji's darshan. And they say at night, Bhai Gurdaas Ji in their dreams, they had darshan of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. And there's actually a Kabit Sawaiya that was written at that time where they talk about this experience. We put on the screen. They talk about the experience of when they had darshan of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji in their dream. Is it that one? It's like Chittara, but it goes along those lines. So it's another one, I think, but maybe that's one, the Panktiya. But we put on the screen. So Bhai Gurdaas Ji had darshan, and they felt like Guru Sahib Ji, was giving them an ishara, they were giving them a sign. And then what happens is that's when, you can say they did ardas inside their heart. Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji sent by Jetha Ji, I think by Bidhi Chand Ji went as well. These two Guru Sikhs were sent to go and call Bhai Gurdaas Ji back. So they delivered the letter to the Raja. And the Raja, the way it was told in the Itihas, not to say that the Mahant here was wrong at all, just the difference in itihas. They say that when they deliver this letter to the Raja, that there's someone called Gurdaas from Amritsar Sahib, and they're chor, and they're coming here. The Raja sent their messengers to go in to the Galia from place to place and find who is this Gurdaas. And when Bhai Gurdaas Ji heard this, Bhai Gurdaas Ji realized that Guru Gobind Sahib just called it for them. So they went to the Raja and they said, "Main chor haan, I am the chor." Obviously their name was Gurdaas as well, Bhai Gurdaas Ji. He said, "Main chor haan, I am the chor." And the Raja didn't believe him. The Raja said, "How can you be the chor? You're such a Mahan Gursikh." And Bhai Gurdaas Ji says, "Those messengers that have come, call them and they verify that I am the chor that they're speaking about." Then at that time, as they said, to put hatkariya, put handcuffs on them, tie them up and bring them back to Amritsar Sahib. But the Sangat at that time said, okay, obviously there are a lot of Sharda in Bhai Gurdaas Ji, so they did not tie Bhai Gurdaas Ji up. All the Sangat left, 700, you could say Sikh Sangat, Bhai Gurdaas Ji, the Raja and the two Guru Sikhs left from this Asthan, walked back to Sri Amritsar Sahib. Then just before they entered Amritsar Sahib, then they tied Bhai Gurdaas Ji's arms and feet, I think it was, and they brought Bhai Gurdaas Ji in to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. And when Bhai Gurdaas Ji came in front of Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, Sanmukh hoke, they're in front of Guru Sahib Ji and they're lowering their head because they're in such shame. And then Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, Prashn Roop, which in the form of a question, they say to Bhai Gurdaas Ji, "Hey Bhai Gurdaas Ji, Jai Guru Sangha Vartada Sikh Siddhika na hare." They say that, "Hey Bhai Gurdaas Ji, if the Guru tests the Sikh, should the Sikh fail?" And then Bhai Gurdaas Ji says, "Quiet." Then the second time Guru Sahib Ji asks again, "Hey Bhai Gurdaas Ji, Jai Guru Sangha Vartada Sikh Siddhika na hare," that who did you write this for then? Is this talking about everybody else? Is this talking about you? And then when Guru Sahib Ji said it the third time, "Hey Bhai Gurdaas Ji, Jai Guru Sangha Vartada Sikh Siddhika na hare," that's when Bhai Gurdaas Ji uchared this next shabad, "Jai Guru Parmai Sangha Kar Kya Sikh Vichara." That if the Guru tests the Sikh, fir Vichara Sikh ki kar sakta. What can the poor Sikh do if the Guru tests them? And that's when they say Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji stood up from their Takhat Sahib, and they held Bhai Gurdaas Ji so tight, and they blessed Bhai Gurdaas Ji at that time. And what is interesting is that if you look at Bhai Gurdaas Ji's Vara, both these shabads come. And I've always thought to myself, but why? Because again, I say respectfully, in my head I'd have thought that, but then that first thing would be like a Kachi Bani, it wouldn't be like Sachi Bani, innit? Because Guru Sahib Ji kind of, they kind of destroyed that vichar, right? So Bhai Gurdaas Ji said that why I should take this out of the Vara, and Guru Sahib Ji said, no, keep it in the Vara. So when the Sikh reads this, they'll learn the itihas of this Shabad as well. That is why again when it comes to Gurbani, Bhai Gurdaas Ji's Vara, we have to look at the Uttanika, the Itihas behind the Shabad, because there's a Sikhya behind that as well. And that was a Sikhya that we got from that as well. Okay, Guru Sahib Ji left that there, that when Sikhs would read this and they'd read the next Varas that will come, they'll realize this whole Itihas, this whole Sakhi. So it's amazing because I've heard this Sakhi so many times, but when I read it in this much detail, it was so beautiful. Now to actually come to the Asthan, it was just amazing, man. But yeah, anything I messed up, I say anything you gonna add?
If I'm not mistaken, I remember reading Bhai Gurdaas Ji's book as well. That was the time when Bhai Gurdaas Ji came back to Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj when all this happened. That's when he read this Shabad. Ho aparadi gunehgar ho bemukhamanda chor yar joar ho parkar johanda nind kar do chada mukurta kes ganda visas katiya kart ko na main ko na rakhanda simar murida tadiya sadguru bakshanda.
Right.
That's when he ucharan kar the whole var as well, if not mistaken.
Is that's what Bhai Gurdaas Ji?
Bhai Gurdaas var as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and the craziest thing, bro, is that like that was the most hardest Asthan to get to.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's so hard to get from Guru Nanak Dev's Asthan to Nichi Baag, and
This
to get
is
from
like
there to
worse.
my gosh, all the Galia going on the wrong ones, and the maps is not clear because the map is just a straight line. But when you're
the houses, but probably the houses have been built there or I don't know.
It was so hard to get to.
But Maharaj Kripa, I think that journey, just to find that place, the journey was amazing. I think the experience of it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And once we reached there, I'm like, wow.
There you go. And I felt like, Kevari, when I've been to India and I'm like, I'm always stressing it. When in genuinely life, I can stress a lot. But I just felt like, hey, Guru Sahib, they were like just with us and they were pushing us, like just keep going. So I think definitely when you come to India, it's you really do feel that connection with Guru Sahib and things just work out.
I think especially when the Giani ji did Ardas,
Yeah.
I felt so much of love. I felt that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj sang birthplace. Maharaj is with us, and through the Giani ji, it's like how the Pandit was with Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, na?
Right.
Baag de vich, and he wanted Maharaj ji to do so many things, na? Ki Maharaj Sadinal Rao, etc. I felt the same love as well. Ki Giani
Sorry, can you explain that? What because we didn't record that. As in, what happened before we left Nichi Baag?
So what happened was before we left Nichi Baag, the Giani ji asked, okay, what's your name? Then I said, okay, chal, I'll do an Ardas. It's like, okay, fine. I thought it was just like a normal Ardas, no? But then the Ardas that he did was, कि Maharaj, तुसी आंग sang sai ho, you know, be with the Singhs, and you know, make sure inanda safal riyata safla hove, and you know, whatever vegan they have, make sure the vegans sara, you know, has been put aside, is removed, etc. So when we were going through that to find Bhai Gurdaas Ji's what they call place, you know, I felt like, wow, this is where Maharaj de wara kautak Maharaj de jara kala o vartariya va. Right, Maharaj Ji's kala, Maharaj Ji's shakti is it's just flowing there, na? You can feel it. Okay, Maharaj is just pushing you, and I think it's the cha as well. As we are walking, how we are walking with so much of utsha, we want to go and see where's this place, what's this place all about. That's what I felt personally. Right? I'm like, I want to go and see what's over here.
That thing that we've read about, to actually see it now, because especially like in Punjab, when you go to like Chamkaur side for the first time, after the house, you know, that jar. But I guess these are stans no one really hears about them, right? Like, you know, not to say anything against Chamkaur, of course the house is so mahan, but this has its place as well in the house, and it's so beautiful.
It's part of history, so that it's important enough to us.
You know, someone Sikh, and these are probably the Sakya that those Guru Sikhs were hearing about as well at that time, right? In these places where there's not much Sikh Sangat. And,
just imagine, bro, hardly saw any Sikh over here. Probably saw one, like just one out of so many thousands here, right?
In a random gully.
Yeah, in a random gully, and he was looking down, and he looked out, he was like, oh, Khalsa Ji, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. And that's it. And then, you know, out of a sudden you see Bhai Gurdaas Ji's place. I'm like, wow, Astan.
And it wasn't just about Bhai Gurdaas, even the Panj Ninimale Guru Sikhs as well came there as well.
That was the Sakhi as well, yeah.
He didn't go into much detail. I don't know if there was any more detail, but yeah, that's just amazing, man. That from Bhai Gurdaas Ji, then
I'm just trying to relieve that, you know, that the moment that Bhai Gurdaas Ji would have come here, how the mahal would have been, you know, the atmosphere over here, how or where would he have found this place. Right? So these are questions that I have in my mind. Like, whose place was this? Where did he stay, for example? How did he get that place? Was it from the king? And you know, how would he conduct his satsang? 700 Sikhs in 2 years. That's no joke, bro.
He said 2 years. 2 years. Wow.
2 years, 700 Sikhs. He prepared 700 Sikhs. It's no joke. It shows that Bhai Gurdaas Ji was a proper pracharak.
And even I forgot to mention as well, because 2 years he spent far away from Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, and Baba Buddha Sahib Ji asked this question to Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji that, you know, look at all the mistakes we make in lives. We definitely say things that are much worse. Like Bhai Gurdaas Ji just said one line, and look at the test you gave to Bhai Gurdaas Ji. Right? Imagine the stuff that we've said in our lives, and Guru Sahib Ji hasn't tested us that much. But Guru Sahib Ji said that just like how you have like the whole Jat Bahara Teeraj Soni, or that to make that pure gold, right? That there was a little bit of impurity, and Guru Sahib Ji to burn it away. Right? It's like in our lives, that fire can be like dukh. But what is that cutting away, right? And that's what Guru Sahib Ji explained with Bhai Gurdaas Ji, that this was just that last thing, just to burn it away. But look how much Bhai Gurdaas Ji went through. 2 years to be separated from the Guru.
Just imagine the person who sat down with Guru Arjan Dev Ji, wrote Art Granth, and he had so much of Sikhi in him. He had his Vara. Guru Arjan Dev Ji gave his Vara as Kunji to Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Gurbani. That kind of caliber Sikh, right? He had to go through, he had to endure all of this. Namaskar.
Yeah, it teaches us so much, man. Again, we all make mistakes. Well, nobody's perfect, but I feel like Bhai Gurdaas Ji normalizes Sikhi for a lot of us, that, you know, we can make mistakes. Sometimes we may unfortunately take a step out of the Guru Sangat, but we shouldn't give up our Sikhi Siddiq. Do you get me? Like I'll save us Simran Sangat. The Bhai Gurdaas Ji still did that. You know, Sareer karke they were far away from their Guru, but they were still doing seva of Guru Sahib Ji as well. So I don't know, some people might not like fully understand what I'm saying, agree with this, but sometimes I can understand how people take a bit of a step back. They have to kind of focus. Sometimes they go out of Sangat. Again, when I say out of Sangat, it means a different way. But you can say Bhai Gurdaas Ji kind of went out of a certain Sangat, but they were still
like took a break kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, basically, that happens.
Even people, they go in a downward spiral where they're like, what's the point if I'm already this far gone? I might as well just do more bad, you know?
And that's what I feel like we should take away from the Sakhis. Not to put anything to lower Bhai Gurdaas Ji standards at all. It's to uplift us. That's what these Guru Sikhs do, right? They're Sakhis to inspire us. That you know what, even if we made a mistake, and even if we've gone away for it, because we see a lot of people leave the Sangat for like a year or two. The Guru's door is always open, right? The Guru's door is always open, and is probably favourite Sakhi. Before I think it was Bhai Manjdi.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be sticking in my mind. Maharaj Kripa, my whole life. It's a very good Sakhi to go, right? Especially when you go and visit the place and compliment it with the Sakhi. So Giani Ji was saying that when 84 happened, right?
Where was this?
This was in the Gurdwara, Nichi Baag. What happened was there were people who came and attacked the Gurdwara. So what happened was there was a door there with its what do you call that, jali? Yeah. Right, with bars over there. So what they would do is they would shake that bar to open the doors to come into the Gurdwara premises. So he said that they were so angry, they had so much of anger in them that they were shouting and beating the doors and moving the grills, etc. And then what happened was, he said, as they were shaking the grills, there was a tala there was a lock, and the lock opened up. He said, but Kudrat Valona, and he said this, right? He said, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj deceived them in such a way, they didn't realize that the lock opened, and they went away. And that's when he quickly called the Gurdwara committee, and then they had police to come. The police slept there in the Gurdwara and gave some, like a rakhya to them as well. So he said that's how the experience he had. But the one thing that hurt me most was, he said, the ones that we feed are the ones will be the first people to come and attack us when there's a problem. That's what he said, right?
And he said down about 10-15 kilometers down the road?
10-15 kilometers down the road, there was a Sikh Parvar. Said these people, what they did was, some of these local people, they went into the house, they broke into the house, they burnt the house? Yeah, they raped as well, and they killed the kids. They basically did everything in the house. They raped the girls as well, everything. And they even burned the gas, there was a cylinder. They burned the gas cylinder and they burned the whole house. This was the stuff that happened during that time. And it took approximately 1 to 2 years, he was saying, for everything to go back to normal. Because otherwise, when they used to go out after whatever has happened after the curfew, etc., people would stare at them in such a way.
Very hostile.
Very hostile. And they would say words like, these are the people who did this, that kind of stuff.
They say that.
Yeah.
Pindarawali.
Yeah, it's look at it, these are the Pindarawali's people, etc. So that's how they have been tagging, labeling other Sikhs as well. So that was a sad state. He was very sad when he shared this Sakya.
Very sad.
It was very sad. Yeah, that's what.
And like you said, the fact that even now it could be your neighbour and you could feed them, and tomorrow they can just turn on you like that.
Yeah.
They're still saying that now, 40 years later. So last year marked 4 years. 4 years later in Varanasi as well, not in Punjab, somewhere hundreds of. Maybe, I don't know, 500 kilometers away, I don't know how far, maybe I think like 1,000 kilometers away. Yeah, from Punjab, 1,000 kilometers. And people are saying this as well.
He even shared as well, like during that time, some of the neighbors who were Muslims, they helped them, like, Sardarji, come into our house, and we will keep you safe until everything slows down or calms down. So he said that during that time, even the Muslims helped them out as well. So it was, such situation was very chaos, I think, that time.
Where are we going now?
We are going to Harmandir Sahib, Patna Sahib.
How long?
6 hours probably.
5-6 hours. Yeah, looking at the traffic.
Yeah, traffic's making it long.
Traffic is bad.
Sat-nav says 5 hours 50 minutes.
The
Acha?
day's not over. It's gonna be a 24-hour travel, I think, from since this morning to now.
We will see you tomorrow.
City Patna Sahib, and if you can see what I'm wearing, and then if you see Triveni Singh,
You copied me today here.
who got changed first?
Drop down.
This Gurdwara's name is Ghat. The reason why it's written Ghat is because this is where Ganga, in the form of cow, would actually come and do Ishnan of Pakki Malji. Prabh ke Simrat Tirat Ishnani.
Hanji.
किसी ने सवाल पूछा कि बाबा जी सिमरन करने देना तीरथ इशनान नहीं होता हुआ. Then say yes. Then they gave example of Pakki Malji.
Hanji.
So Pakki Malji would sit here, and when he came here now, Ganga in the roof of a cow brings the jal here to do Ishnan of Pakki Malji.
Right.
And this was Guru Nanak Dev Ji's time. This is the bachan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj.
So this Bhagat Jaitamal, they were a Sikh of Guru Nanak Dev Ji,
From that time,
all the way to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. So we're talking like
1500s potentially to about 1600.
16, like 60s or something.
They when they're 200, 300 years old.
Yep. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj came here to visit Pakki Mal, and that's why Maharaj Ji brought the whole family. Mata Gujri was here as well, and there's a chakki over here. There's a room at the side there where Mata Gujri will sit down and piece the atta, and prepare langar. If I'm not mistaken, because in Surya Prakash, I remember listening to this katha where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj actually brought his horse through the door as well. So Maharaj Ji ne kode samet ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ darshan ਦਿੱਤੇ.
I think that if it might have been this individual, somebody else, they used to make the Ravajis so big. So Guru said you could come on their Koda and come straight in, and that was their Sharda as well. Bhai Guru.
There you go.
Ganga has come again.
There you go, bro.
In the form of Bhai Pravinder Singh.
Bro, why do you tell me I'm Ganga, bro? This is the place where Pakki Malji would sit down, and Ganga in the roof of a cow would come and do Ishnan of Pakki Malji.
So how would the cow do it?
So it would carry water from in its mouth and do Ishnan. Come here all the way and then pour it onto Pakki Malji. And this is the tree where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji came and he tied his horse here. So this is something that I need to go and check, because why? You have to hug it. Yeah, thumbs up. So I think Maharaj Ji ne bachan deta si whoever hugs this, right? ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਕੋਲ ਮਨੋਕਾਮਨਾ ਉਹ ਪੂਰੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੇ. ਇਸ ਵਜ੍ਹਾ ਸੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਾਧ ਬਚਨ ਅਟ ਲਾਦਾ. Thumbs up.
How did that feel, Karavi?
Oh, energizing, yeah?
Mata Ji's Yadgaris here as well.
This is where the khidki, pehli chugat. This is where they put on top of the khidki, right? Can you read here? It's Mool Mantar. Ek Onkar Satnam Karta Purakh Nirbhav Nirvair Akal Murt Ajuni Saibam Prasad. There. Sad. Sadgur Tera.
Satguru Tegh Bahadur?
Satgur Tegh Bahadur Ji, Samat 16, I think Yeah, so basically it gives the date when Maharaji comes here. To Ghat, it's basically the frame, the top where they put have the frame. This is where it is. This is where they use the chakki. Mata Gujri used the chakki. जिस रास्ते श्री गुरु तेग बहादुर जी साहिब जी ने संगतां घोड़े समेत अंदर आए सी.
Made this whole thing.
This whole thing probably. So it was from the back, I guess.
After seeing the extreme poverty, our soft-hearted brother Balvinder Singh decided to treat the children of Patna Sahib to some sweets and drinks. But let's just say the kids weren't too keen on sharing.
ऐसे गुर का पल पल जाय ऐसे गुर का.
We're just heading back to the room, just
Finding our way.
relax for a little bit and then go for evening divan.
What happened in the car is that we were asked to walk because cars can't go through now. The CM is coming, so the police and everyone's trying to clear the roads. Chief Minister of Patna Sahib.
You know, it's funny, the Sakhi of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, when they were a child, and like the Chaudhary or someone come from the village, and Guru said you get all the kids to line up, and they'd pull faces. They'd pull faces at the leaders and stuff at the time. So it's crazy when you think about here, because and you were saying this earlier about Guru Singh told you about the kids of Patna Sahib are like the kids like Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And when I saw you with those little kids, I thought to myself that we probably have this image in our head of like all these kids with gutti on their head running around with Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Maybe, I don't know, but then why wouldn't it be these types of kids?
It would be this kind of kids, right? Maharaji used to play in this galiyan, right? So it's with everyone.
And it's just interesting, isn't it? That you could really sit the horse so you can see yourself now. And like how we were now down that road, if that was Guru Gobind Singh Ji, all the kids be lining up waiting for them to come just to pull faces at them, isn't it?
But that's the beauty of coming to this Guru Ityas and learning about Ityas, right? Remember we're having this talk, like you relive that moment again, like how would Guru Sahib would do things, and that's the beauty of it. I think that's the entrance to Sachkhand. The last time I came here was closed. Now it looks open. Not sure whether they have. Oh, they have. Oh, now it's open. Oh, wow. So Patna Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj also gave the same padvi as Harmandir Sahib in Golden Temple. Actually, the significance of the name has, as we call Darbar Sahib Harmandir Sahib, that's the padvi given by Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj as well. Harmandir, this is where God resides. So when Guru Sahib, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and all couldn't go back to Amritsar, right? So darshan to vanje. Basically, they were not allowed to have darshan of Harmandir Sahib. Then that's where Maharaji gave the padvi, get the same darshan, the same mahanta or the same fala you have in Harmandir Sahib, you get the same thing over here as well. So that's why it's called Harmandir Patna Sahib, Harmandir Sahib.
आप मुकत मोहे तारे आप मुकत मोहे तारे आप मुकत मोहे तारे आप मुकत मोहे तारे ऐसे
ਆਪ ਜੀ ਪਟਨਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਪਾਵਨ ਧਰਤੀ ਤੇ ਆਏ ਹੋ। ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਦੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਨ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਲਾਕੇ। ਦਾਸ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਆਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੂਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਾ ਕਰੋ, ਆਪਾਂ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜਿਆ। ਤੇ ਉਹ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਇਆ, ਕੱਲ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ ਰਾਤ ਦਾ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ ਬਾਏ ਰੋਡ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਬਨਾਰਸ ਤੋਂ, ਤੇ ਗੱਡੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਵਿਚਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ। ਗੱਡੀ ਦਾ ਮਾੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਿਆ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਉਹ ਪਟਨਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਰਾਤ ਦੇ ਆਏ ਆ ਤੇ ਇਥੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਸਥਾਨਾਂ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਯਾਤਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਉਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਡਾਟਾ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮੋਬਾਈਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਸਥਾਨ ਨੇ ਧੋਬੜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅਸਾਮ ਬਿਹਾਰ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਬੰਗਲਾਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਸਥਾਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਰਾਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਡਿਸਟਰਬੈਂਸ ਵੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਹਾਲਾਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਪਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦਾ ਉਦਮ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਦਮ ਤੇ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਵੇਖੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਔਰ ਉਧਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਫਰੰਗੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਹੈ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਉਸ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਭਾਵ ਭਗਤੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਪੁਰਾਤਨ ਸਾਹਿਤ ਆ ਪੁਰਾਤਨ ਰਾਓ ਰੀਤ ਆ ਉਹਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਬੱਚੀਆਂ ਪੰਥ ਦੀਆਂ ਧੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੀਏ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੰਗੂਠੇ ਉਂਗਲਾਂ ਘਸਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਮੋਬਾਈਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੋਰ ਕੁਝ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਕਈ ਕੁਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਮੋਬਾਈਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰੋ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਸਿਰਫ ਕਿਤੇ ਲੜਾਈ ਝਗੜਾ ਵਧਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਨਾ ਪੰਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਨੁੱਖੀ ਮਨ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਨਸਿਕਤਾ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਨਿਰਭਰ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ ਜੋ ਬੱਚੇ ਜੋ ਲੋਕ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੋਂ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਘੜੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਰੱਖਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਰਲਾ ਟਾਵਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਨਿਰਭਰ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਦੀ ਸੁਵਰਤੋਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਗੁਰਮਤ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਸ ਦੇਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰੇ ਉਹ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰੇ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਸਿਰਫ ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਰੱਖੋ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਸੋਚੋ ਵੀ ਸਟੇਜਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਸਟੇਜਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਤੇ ਨਿਰੋਧ ਰਾਜਨੀਤੀ ਹੋਣ ਡਈ ਆ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰਕ ਨੇ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਬੇ ਨੇ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਧੜੇ ਨੇ ਤੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਉਹ ਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਹਕੀਕਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਆ ਸਾਡੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਹੋਣਾ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਗ੍ਰਸਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 5 ਦਿਨ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੱਡ ਭੰਨਵੀਂ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਕਿਰਤ ਵਿਰਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਕ੍ਰਾਂਤੀ ਆਉਣੀ ਹੈ
ਬਲ ਬਲ ਜਾਏ ਐਸੇ ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਬਲ ਬਲ ਜਾਏ ਐਸੇ ਗੁਰ ਕਾ
I was just saying to Paisa already that it's nice to have complete all the Takhat Sahibs and have darshan all them. I just get thinking that this is where Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji took Prayagraaj, and I'm guessing that the Sakhi like Bhikhan, Shah and stuff is that this is Stan as well then here when they would come and one darshan of Guru Sahib Ji, and it's such a beautiful Sakhi where he's travelled so far to have Guru Sahib Ji's darshan, and Mata Ji and Mama Kirpal Chand Ji, they won't let them have darshan because they're worried that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji is not here, and who knows who this could be, right? The emperor could have sent them, could be an assassin, could be anyone, but he just sits there for like, I think it was a couple of days or it was easily a day. He just sat there, he didn't move, and like he didn't eat nothing, he didn't sleep, he didn't drink, and he said that until I'm Guru Gobind Singh Ji's darshan, I'm not going to move, and even if I have to die, I'll die until I get Guru Sahib's darshan. It's just so amazing that Sharda that a Muslim on Peer had for Guru Sahib Ji at that time.
Yeah.
So
doing the Namaz as well.
Hanji, and he started facing towards east then, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we're facing west because he's on this side of the.
Correct. Patna is on the east anyway. Yeah. So if you look at the Itihas, apparently this is the third time that Patna Sahib has been rebuilt.
Okay.
Yeah. The first time used to be the Raja's, was it a mahal?
Okay, so it might have been quite Kulla then, I guess.
Yes. And then after that, what you call Maharaja Ranjit Singh Ji built it, I think. And then I think another time they had to rebuild it again. I think 3 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. It's like a go-to Hazur side, but a bit smaller. You get what I mean? Like it's quite similar.
But if you go up and sit, the view of it looks like a proper darbar, you know what I mean?
Tomorrow that's where I'm going, yes. Unless it's Khali downstairs then.
No, it's going to be Khali anyway, but the view from up is very nice. Picture wise, you get good pictures from there as well. So yeah, let's go and have our dinner now. Bhukh lagi hai. they've got food here. Kya baat.
So good.
Acha hai bhai.
So we mentioned this earlier in the vlogs that Guru Sahib Ji started going towards the east for many reasons. One, to do prachar, and also there's a lot of, you could say, politics that Guru Sahib Ji went to go sort out, right? Whereas with the different Raje, the different kings or rulers at the time. But again, mainly to do prachar, you could say. Guru Sahib Ji went more towards the east, so they weren't here at that time. So when Guru Sahib Ji is about 2 hours from Patna Sahib now by car, there was an asthan there where when Guru Gobind Singh Ji took Prayagraaj, they said that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was sitting on their, you could say the Takhat Sahib at that time, wherever they're sitting, and Guru Sahib Ji started smiling, right? And the Sangat were a bit shocked because usually Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had this expression of always being in Vairag, right? In the state of like detachment. And the Sangat said that, how come you're smiling today? And that's when Guru Sahib Ji said, okay, today the 10th form of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji come on this earth. The next Guru has come basically, i.e. their son Guru Gobind Singh Ji. The Sangat started to get scared and panic. Okay, Guru Sahib Ji, are you going to leave us? Guru Sahib Ji said, no, now is not the time.
I think that the reason why Maharaj Ji came here was, there was a need for prachar in this area. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji's mission was to do prachar and pasar of Naam, right? So it was lacking over here because Karmakand was too much over here. We all know for a fact why, right? And that, like for example, Chacha Phaggu, right, was stand by Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj back then, and to do prachar of Sikhi in this side of India. So when Maharaj Ji came this side, and I think he took opportunity, Maharaj to do prachar in other areas as well, like Assam, etc. And you know, when we do prachar, it's very difficult to take your family along. Same as Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, when he went to do Udasi, Maharaj Ji went for his Udasi. At home, Mata Sulakni Ji, what you call Bibi Nanaki Ji would look after the kids, right? So they needed the time. So for me, it's like Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj has his family here, and he went for his prachar, and he was coming back over here. I think, like we spoke earlier, right? Maharaj Ji had a very short period of time with Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, very short period of time. It's not even solid 2 years, right? It was like very quick, and Maharaj Ji had to leave. And then in between, they met in Anandapur Sahib probably for a while, and then that's it.
What's interesting what Bhai Sahib Ji is saying about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Udasi is that, unless I'm wrong, like after Guru Nanak Dev Ji, I don't think any of the Gurus came this east again after Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So it's like, and again, we believe that all the Gurus are Guru Nanak Dev Ji, as in, so like now Guru Nanak Dev Ji's come back again in the night form to give darshan to those Sangat that they had darshan like before, right, and so on. So it's cool to see that they came back, right, like in different forms and stuff. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj later on when they started traveling as well. So yeah, it's quite cool.
It's another perspective, right? Guru Sahib was building Dharmasal over here, right? These are centers where Satnam was shared with people, or advocated. And especially for this kind of areas where there's so much of Karmakand, Maharaj Ji had to come back again here. So like what Sukhdev said, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj was the second most travelled Guru after Guru Nanak Dev Ji.
That's why this vlog series is quite long.
Follow us as we continue our journey going further east, tracing the footsteps of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and going to another country that we've never visited before. This is the first time that the BOS TV team is going to Bangladesh. Oh, and just one small detail, we have no visas and our flight is the next morning. So make sure you check out the next episode to find out what happens when we land in Dhaka, Bangladesh. See you guys there.
Jana